Hey guys, I wanted to walk you through in a little more detail what you'll be doing today, just in case you need a little more explanation. So today you're working with your own essay, and you're using the feedback that you got yesterday, as well as your own perception of the strengths and weaknesses of your essay. So the first thing that you need to do is reread your own essay. You may have done this briefly yesterday when you scored your essay, but many of us went through that step pretty quickly, so it's worth it to slowly reread your own essay. One thing I recommend is to read it aloud in your head with the really corny voice actually going in your head. Any place that you stumble or pause or find that you don't track your own thoughts is an instance where you have used too many words, not the right word, or perhaps too few words. Once you've read your own essay, you'll have a chance to see what your weaknesses are and what you're going to focus on today. You're not going to fix everything today. You're just going to fix a handful of key weaknesses, and you're going to use the writer's wall to help you. Once you decide the weaknesses you're going to focus on, use the writer's wall and the little handouts to review the expectations for each of the characteristics below, and to revise and make corrections. Don't forget that the writer's wall is available on Google Classroom under classwork and then course notes and documents. Okay, so here's how this works. You basically have two steps. You're going to check this off when you do this step, and you're going to check this off when you do the next step. So the first step, I've looked at my own writing and I've figured out what I'm going to work on. So take a look at the first two rows. I'm asking you to choose one item from this row. So after you read your essay, what was your weak spot? Was it introductions? Was it body paragraphs? Was it your conclusion? Or perhaps your counter argument was your weak spot? I'd like you to choose one of these and use the writer's wall to review the expectations for this part of your essay and make corrections and revisions. Please put your name in the box that you're going to work with, just so I have a visual sense of how you spent your time today. Next step, take a look at some of the writing level issues in your paper. And on the second row, you'll see that you're choosing one of these to address in your paper. So maybe punctuation isn't your strong suit. Go ahead and take a look on the grammar section of the wall and review different punctuation strategies. Pronouns is not likely to be a huge issue in this paper, but if you find that it is, feel free to work on it. Do you have run-on sentences, sentences that are just too long and become grammatically incorrect? This is your place to focus your attention today. Or maybe you have the opposite problem, incomplete and overly short sentences that are grammatically incorrect. So in this row, you're picking one of these to focus on, and again, put your name in the box to let me know what you've worked on. The last two rows are for style. In row 3, pick two of these. You're going to review this strategy and you're going to add it into your essay. So perhaps you're going to add in subordinated ideas to show which one is more important. Maybe you'll add in some rhetorical questions, some repetition, or perhaps you'll add in some of our stylized lists. You're going to pick two from this row to add into your essay. Finally, row 4, you pick one of these strategies to incorporate into your essay. Imagery, these are great for examples and description when you're using examples as evidence. Really smooth transitions to convey your ideas and enhance your style, or antithesis. So again, you'll use the writer's wall to review what these strategies actually are, and you'll add them into your essay. Don't forget to put your name in the box and let me know which one you chose. Alright, this last part's important. Because your classmates wrote on your essays yesterday, and you're likely to also mark up your essay, I need a way to visually see how each of these items got into your paper. So as you correct or revise or add in sentences or fix phrases today, even if you're just fixing punctuation, please put a stick figure next to everything that you do today. This gives me a way to quickly scan your rough draft and to account for how you spent your time today. Finally, don't forget, take home all of your rough draft material so that you can use it to create your final draft. Type your final essay to submit on Google Classroom by the start of your class on Monday. Double space and don't turn in anything with sloppy errors, especially errors that a computer is willing to fix for you. If you need help as you go through this process, check in with a classmate or do your best. I am not likely to be able to respond to questions on Google Classroom, but it's worth it to give it a chance, and I'll let you know if I can give you a response in real time. Good luck!